Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Now, for those of you who may be watching, who may be a beginner in the world of crypto trading, I am going to show you two of the easiest indicators to use while trading the crypto futures market. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, if you are interested in trading and would like to try out the same crypto exchange that I use on a regular basis, feel free to go ahead and check out the MEXC crypto exchange with the link in the video description down below. I personally love this exchange for two big reasons. One, as you guys can clearly see, they've got some of the cheapest trading fees in the entire industry. So that is very nice as well because you get to keep more of your profits rather than your profits going towards, trading fees. In addition to that, they have over 1,500 altcoins for people who love small cap altcoins to be able to buy at any given time. And I'm a huge altcoin nerd, so I love being able to buy all kinds of different small cap altcoins. So they've got all kinds of different altcoins for you to trade. So guys, before I actually go ahead and dive into this video, I do have to say that trading futures is extremely risky and you can end up losing a lot of money if you are using too much leverage or simply just trading blindly. In addition, the indicators that I will be showing you in this video are not guarantees of making profits, and indicators should never, ever, ever be used to make your buy and sell decisions. They should only be used to spot patterns, trends, and feel more confident in your trades. So, when it comes to using trading indicators, there's literally thousands of different trading indicators out there that are used by all kinds of different traders. Just like there's thousands of different trading strategies out there. And it's important to remember that not all strategies will work for everyone either. I mean, shit, honestly, when I first started trading years ago, I tried a ton of different strategies. And honestly, none of them really worked for me whatsoever until I found one using these indicators, and it just ended up clicking with me, and it ended up working with me, which is why I like to share these specific indicators in a lot of my videos. Also, in addition, I know I make a lot of videos on these types of topics, but I do this for a reason, okay? My channel is an education channel, a crypto education channel, and I do it because I was a beginner once, and I know how hard it was to get a good grasp of how trading worked with indicators. So I want to share what has worked for me in the past so that beginners can have, a little bit of an easier time understanding the market when they're trying to trade, if these indicators work for you as well. Anyway, the first thing that you're going to want to do is open your TradingView account, okay? TradingView, if you're a beginner, TradingView is pretty much just a charting platform where you can chart out all your different assets that you're trading to be able to spot trends and stuff like that. So you want to open your TradingView account, and once you have it opened, you'll simply want to add the coins that you'll be trading. And after that, you'll want to add the two indicators that I will be talking about, which is the relative strength index and the moving average convergence divergence indicators. So if you are confused on how to do this and you are a complete beginner, it's pretty simple. You just click on this plus icon in the top right-hand corner, and you type in BTC USDT. We're just going to use Bitcoin in this video because it's it's just an example educational video, so it's just easiest to just go with Bitcoin. And you are going to just click on spot Bitcoin or BTC USDT on Binance, okay? And you'll just click this plus icon right here, and it will add it over here in this section over here, all right? And then to add the indicators, because we're going to be using the RSI and the MACD. So you'll go to indicators, you'll literally just type in RSI, and it's going to come up right here, relative strength index. And you'll just click it, and it will add it to your screen down here. Same thing with the MACD. You will just type in MACD, all one word, and it's called the moving average convergence divergence, and you'll just click on it, and it will show up down here, okay? So I will go ahead and explain how these indicators work. They are very, 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 very simple, you guys. Honestly, I can't even begin to explain how simple they are. But basically, the easiest way for me to show you guys to get you to understand how these two indicators work is by simply just showing you, the very, very core basics of how they work, okay? So basically, we'll start with the RSI, okay? So with the RSI, here, let me go ahead and I'll show you examples and stuff like that and everything too. So let me close the MACD, And with the RSI, it's pretty simple, okay? So this dotted line at the very bottom here indicates the number 30, okay? The top line indicates, the top dotted line indicates the number 70. The middle line in the center indicates 50, okay? So when the RSI is above or about to reach this 70 line up top, it typically means that the market on whatever time frame you're trading is currently overbought, okay? And when the market is currently overbought, it typically means that a reversal to the downside might be happening soon, okay? Notice I said the word might be happening, okay? Because that's the whole point I'm trying to get at here is these indicators, they should not be used for buy and sell signals because they are not guarantees and they do not, they're not going to tell you that like, oh, hey, you should sell now or you should buy now, okay? Because sometimes it just doesn't work out that way, but a lot of times it does. And then when the market drops down to the 30 line, it typically means we're due for a reversal to go back upwards because conditions are considered oversold, okay? And then the center line at 50 pretty much means we're right around in neutral territory and could honestly go either direction, all right? So to show you some examples here, let me go ahead and show you some examples. So right here, we got the RSI way, way, way above the very top, okay? Way above the overbought, way above the overbought levels, okay? So basically, we can see that right on here, and on the chart, we ended up trading all the way up into here, okay? Which is where, RSI ended up landing. And then we obviously reversed back to the downside, and you can see it on the RSI, and we ended up dropping all the way below the 30 line, which is way, way down here, as you guys can clearly see, right into this area. So if you were to trade this, realistically, if you were to have traded this, let's say you were trading the crypto futures market and you took a short position on the 1 hour chart and you were trading off of the RSI, without leverage, without using leverage, you would have made about almost 5%, okay? Pretty much about 5%, okay? But if you were using like 10x leverage or something, you would have made about 50% profits right there. So as you guys can clearly see, using stuff like the RSI as a beginner, it can become very, very useful, okay? But again, it does not work like that every single time, but a lot of times it does. Now, we'll do the same thing here, okay? We were at the bottom, and obviously we hit the far bottom, and we're pretty much, that pretty much tells us that, okay, we are due for a reversal to go to the upside. And as you guys can clearly see, we did that from here, from all the way down here, all the way to up here. And we literally reversed all the way up to here, okay? So basically, if you were to have traded that and you ended up taking a long position there or something, let's say you got in like right around here, okay? And you took a long position all the way up to here, you would have made roughly a solid 2.46%, all right? That's really not that bad. To be brutally honest with you, people in the stock market they'd go crazy for those kinds of profits on a regular basis. But if you were trading the futures market and you were using 10x leverage, you would have made roughly around, maybe 20 to 25% off of that. So as you guys can clearly see, the profits here, they can be made by using simply just the RSI alone.
Realistically. And same thing right here on the 1 hour chart, what we're currently dealing with. We hit this high up here. And we can clearly see it on the RSI, and then we started dropping, and it's been kind of stable for the little bit, and then it started dropping hardcore again, and we're all the way down here. So realistically, if you were to have placed a short up there, and were to have started riding it by now, you'd be in roughly, if you were using 10x leverage, you'd be roughly in about 20% profit right now. So it just goes to show that you can definitely trade with just using simple indicators like RSI. So the next one I want to show you here real quick is going to be the MACD, all right? And this is another one that's pretty simple to use as well. So pretty much what it means is, there's all kinds of different ways that people use the MACD, but the way that I like to use it and the way that a lot of people that I personally know use it is these lines right here. These lines right here, typically when they cross, it typically means that we are reversing to the opposite direction. So as you guys can see, red lines, the red lines or the red bars and the pink bars pretty much indicate that the market is, currently dropping. And the green bars indicate that the market is, rising. The lighter bars mean that we are starting to go into the opposite direction and starting the reversal. All right. Same with the green bars. When they start to get lighter, it means we're starting to reverse and starting to slope downward. All right. So you can clearly see this when the lines cross. All right. So here if you were to have gotten in on this trade, I mean, you can clearly see a cross right here, all right, and it crossed right about here. So let's say you placed a long order and you went long right there, okay? You would have, obviously you would have wanted to stay into that position all the way until way up here when the lines started to cross again, right about in here somewhere. I mean, realistically, you'd want to sell up here at the top, but I mean, if you were trading solely based on the MACD, you probably would have sold closer to like around here somewhere, which realistically, I mean, yeah, it's not, that much profit, but you still would have made profit nonetheless. I mean, that's about a good solid 1.2%. And if you're using, 10x leverage, that's roughly like 12% right there. So, I mean, realistically, you're still making profit, all right? Now, I will show you another example here. Let me go ahead and get rid of these. All right, we'll go back a little further and I will show you another example. Okay, so here's another solid example right here, actually. All right, so we can clearly see right in here, the lines crossed right in here, okay? Which means, we're pretty much due for a reversal and it's going to be happening, okay? So we crossed right here. Let's say you placed a short right in here and you held on all the way until it dropped down into here, or you held on until until the bars started to turn a light pink, which means the market is starting to go upwards, okay? So if you were to have sold, let's say in the middle of this, let's say like right in here somewhere, I mean, you would have made some pretty darn good profit. And you can do that simply based off of what the MACD indicator is telling you. So if you were to do that, let's see here, you would have made roughly a good solid 3.8% without leverage. You would have made a good solid maybe 30 to 35% with 10x leverage. So as you guys can clearly see, you can definitely make some profit with these two indicators, and it's pretty simple. But I will repeat this again. They are not 100% accurate every single time, which is why it's very, very important to study the indicators and study the past history of the coin with the indicators, or in correlation with the indicators, every single time that you're about to make a trade. Because if you don't, then you could end up making a bad decision, and you could, the overall goal here is you want to be able to trade with the current price action that's happening and with the current trend that the coin is trading in, okay? That is the whole point here, all right? So guys, overall here, I mean, to be honest with you, that's pretty much all there is to these two indicators on a very basic bare bones level. But overall, guys, if you are looking for some super simple indicators to use to help you get a better grasp and understanding of how price action works in the crypto market, then these two indicators should help you out quite a bit, especially as you use them more and more. And you can start to see different patterns, you can start to see different trends within different price movements in correlation to how the indicators react overall. All right, so overall, you guys, it's pretty simple, to be honest with you. You just got to get used to it, really. And just like any skill, it takes time. It takes time to really understand it and really grasp it from a deep understanding. Okay. Now, if any of you guys have any questions about anything I mentioned in this video whatsoever, or anything that's related to altcoins or just trading in general, feel free to go ahead and reach out to me in my free community Discord server, which you can find a link to in the description below this video as well. But overall here, you guys, honestly, that's going to pretty much do it for this video, so I will go ahead and wrap this one up. But if you haven't done so already, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the comment section down below of my future videos.